episode of FUM0113 machining is dedicated to oiler. Here are some things I have made out of the camera. First of all, this is a piston. And well, this piston is going to be inside a cylinder. And it's a little bit special one because it has a check valve. And this one is just a ball, 4mm diameter ball, goes there. And then we have this shaft which screws. Oh, if you look carefully, you probably can see that there are some slots here. This means that when the ball goes to this end, it will pass through, but if it's going to the other end, it won't. So this goes here, like that, and now, yes, you can hear there is, now we have a check valve. When we push it this way, the fluid goes freely through, but when we retract it, it blocks. Okay, and then, well, there is an O-ring. Let me see if I can find one example here of the original, how they look out. They look out like that when not in there. And well, this is the diameter of this part is 8.75 millimeters, and it's actually 8.7 millimeters. So the cylinder will be 8.75 millimeters in diameter, so 5 hundredths of a millimeter play there. Well, that's quite a lot actually, but this one, the O-ring takes care of tightening. And how did I manage to get the slot there to the correct diameter? There is actually some very complex mathematics involved here. Some tables and whatever things, how do you calculate that one, but what I did, I just took a drill, put it into a drill, measured what is the diameter, and then ended up it to be between 5 and 6 millimeters, nearer 6 millimeters. So the groove became 5.9 millimeters, and it's well, we will see if it is a good one, but I believe it's really good one. Okay. And then we have this thing, which is going there. And, well, it all started with this spring, because this one I cannot make at the moment. I don't have the piano wire, musical wire for this one, so I needed to use existing one, and this one looked like a good idea. And furthermore, it's slightly under. And why do we have this kind of thing? It is because there is this, when the spring ends, there is this can scratch the surface of the cylinder, but now when you put it like that, it never touches it. So that's a good thing. Okay. So there will be a cylinder where this is moving like that. Okay. And now about the, yeah, and this will just screw on the other end of the cylinder. It's just M10 fine thread and a 4mm hole poked through, and that's it. Well, the thing about how do you seat this valve? Well, there is, it's just a drill through, and then I have put a ball inside there. And then I just took one suitable piece of these, put it there, gave it a lick with a hammer, throw away the ball, and now it's a very good seat for this diameter of ball. Yeah, okay, that's it. And well, oh yeah, and this one has a 2mm hole all the way through. M6 threads. It's 8mm exactly, really exactly, all the way, and there is half hundredths of a mil, so 5 microns difference between the ends, and well, I polished it, and it's really nice. Hopefully it stays that way. Well, that's about that. Next thing is to drill the cylinder. Well, first of all, it will be, the material is 12mm diameter cold rod steel. Nothing fancy about that. So first I already cut it to suitable length, faced it, etc. So now it's also dialed in the lathe. So first we will center drill it. After that we will make 7mm deep hole with 10mm drill. After that we will continue drilling a little bit deeper with 8.5mm drill. And after that we will ream it to 8.75mm. After all this is complete, we will start, we put a slight chamfer. And then we have M11 thread. This leaves, well, it leaves half a millimeter material outside of the, but it's more than enough actually. And then, well, this threading, this is all we need. This tool, I use this type of tools. These are really nice actually. I like these. I don't know why, but I really like these. These are nice. Other end of this cylinder. Well, first we center it, make a center there. Then drill 9mm for 10 M10 fine thread. And then poke through with this 8.5mm drill. Okay, when that's done, then we chamfer and thread the M10 fine thread. Now, well, that's done. I will do some honing for this one. Yeah, this is the 11. So actually here is the cylinder part, and the string is accommodated in this one. So this I should hone really well. Well, this is 1200 emery paper on that side. And nothing, I just want to take any scratches away from there, and that's it. So it's a very mild operation, and I believe nothing much of metal is actually removed. Just if there are some high points, they will be wiped off. This is ready. Well, there is some oil inside there. I tried it out and it works great. And yeah, the back check valve there also works really nicely. And with air as well, but yeah. So the final piece here was this, whatever this is, which is prohibiting this from coming out from there. Okay, that's one. And now it's complete, this unit. The next thing I will do is to put here something so that I can put this one here. About there it will be. And the material is this is hot rolled steel. Maybe you remember, this is from one of my experiments. The reason being using this is the dimension, it's already suitable. So anyway, it goes here under, and here I have to make a nut. This is 14 millimeters in diameter. A nut, and then thread this suitably so that I can put it there. Okay. So this is a little bit late work. How did it work out? Well, actually quite well. This is now the super oiler. It has some features which are good for an oiler in my case. The Saublin milling machine uses quite, it must be oiled. And some of the oil fittings are in really hard to reach places. So therefore this has this long thing. And now, this is not the first time I'm making this kind of thing, this is actually the second one. The first one was very hard to use, but this one works quite well. It also has enough room for oil, 1 liter actually. There is some oil. You can use it sideways, upside down. Whichever position. It doesn't leak oil, the construction is such. This can is actually on the lid and the can, these were originally paint gun, which, well, I purchased that from flea market here in Finland actually. Quite cheaply, and the gun itself was of no use, it was really bad. But the can and the lid, these are really good. Okay, and well, there was some machining involved, etc. Okay, so it's okay. Well, what in the next episode of FUM0113 machining, I really don't know. Let's see. Till then, see you!